Okay, thank you everyone for coming out today. Can everyone hear me in the back? Okay. Thanks for coming out as we celebrate the Nampa Rec Center turning 25 years old. We really appreciate your support for this momentous occasion. For those of you who don't know, I'm Jennifer Vanderpool. I serve as the Marketing and Administration Director here at the Rec Center and for Parks and Rec. We are so excited to celebrate this facility and the people who made it possible. We appreciate all of our charters and the people who continue to support us today. Funny, the Nampa Rec Center was actually dedicated April 25th, 1994, exactly 25 years ago today. So today marks the 25-year dedication. So it's very fitting that we celebrate on this day. It's my pleasure today to introduce to you Courtney Mills. She serves as the current Nampa Recreation Center Director. Courtney first started with the Nampa Rec Center in 2002, serving as the General Education and Program Coordinator. She moved into her current role as Nampa Rec Center Director almost 5 years ago. She is dedicated to this facility and continuing the legacy of this great amenity in Nampa. So please help me welcome Courtney Mills.
Thank you. So it's truly a privilege to serve as the director of this facility. This job has allowed me to be a part of many things, but one of the most enlightening experiences I get is to field calls from other communities wanting to replicate the Nampa Recreation Center. Sometimes it's a municipality calling, sometimes it's just a member of a community that wants to start a grassroots effort, and other times it's a recreation district. No matter who the caller is, they all want to know the same thing. What was the magic formula? And although there was no real magic, a lot of things had to come into place to make this a reality. I always start by telling the caller that it really does start with a vision, but you need a lot of help along the way. For Nampa, the vision came as the citizens looked for possible solutions to specific issues. The current senior center was crowded and had accessibility issues. Teenagers lacked a place to go. Recreational opportunities for kids were limited to just the summer months, and people of all ages needed a healthy, family-centered place for exercise and well-being. The City of Nampa's leadership shared the community vision. Starting with the Finance Director, Ken Harward, Ken spearheaded the project, and under the direction of Mayor Winston Gehring and City Council members Dick Claiborne, Bob Ferdinand, Maxine Horn, and Ernest Starr, along with Parks and Rec Director Alan Saba and Recreation Supervisor Gene Weaver, all the pieces started to come into place. One major piece was location and/or land. And with so many successful community projects, you need a community partner. And Mercy Medical Center was that partner and donated the 13 acres that we are built upon. After the land was secured, funding had to be addressed. An innovative method for financing the facility was developed. When the Nampa community, with just a population of about 40,000 people, were presented with the concept of a recreation center, the support was very strong. By the time the center was built, more than 13,000 people were members and had invested in the facility. These original charter memberships have sustained our facility, and still we have over 750 active original charter memberships today. Thank you. Not only did private citizens support the rec center, but several local businesses made large donations. With these dedicated revenue sources, and without a need to raise property tax rates, the city was able to issue certificates of participation and budget an inter-fund loan to complete Nampa's vision. Investors had confidence in this project and purchased $6.5 million in certificates. Multiple other funding sources included donated property, cable TV franchise fees. Those were used to pay off the debt balance of the construction costs. The financial success of the rec center in combination with these funding sources allowed the rec center to pay off the balance of the debt in full 2003, less than 10 years after the building was opened. So with all the pieces in place, the Nampa Recreation Center was dedicated on April 25th, 1994 by Mayor Winston Gehring, City Council members Dick Claiborne, Linda Clark, Maxine Horn, and Ernest Starr, along with City Finance Director Ken Harworth, City Public Works Director Larry Bledsoe, and City Parks and Rec Director Alan Saba, opening the doors to a very welcoming and appreciative community. At that time, the facility included aerobic and gymnastics areas, climbing wall, dance and ballet rooms, racquetball courts, a 6-pool aquatic center, snack area play center, 3 gymnasiums, walking and running track, weight room and exercise equipment. And then in 1994, in September of 1994, the senior center was opened. Over the years, things have changed in our facility. The inclusion of St. Alphonsus Physical Therapy Suite in 2002 also included a youth activity center for kids ages 6 to 12, a new preschool room, a programming classroom, and a rock climbing and bouldering room. In 2005, the Nampa Rec Center Scholarship Fund was established. This scholarship program provides memberships for those that can't afford them. Facility upgrades and maintenance projects that have included a new roof, HVAC units, and pool boilers have all been funded through our facility fees. We are very proud to be self-funded through our membership and program fees. So what's next? As many of our members know, the Rec Center continues to feel the pressure for dedicated space. As our population has more than doubled since the building opened, and with the continued projected growth, the Rec Center has a need for expansion. Within the next 5 years, the Rec Center hopes to expand and will once again seek the input and direction of our Nampa community. And finally, thank you. To the city leaders with the vision, determination, and creativity to put the right pieces in place, thank you. To Mercy Medical Center for the land on which we are built, thank you. To our original charter members for your faith and commitment, thank you. To our public and private partners for supporting us, thank you. And to all our members and program users, thank you. We are very proud to have served this wonderful community for 25 years and look forward to many, many more. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Courtney. Next, I have the pleasure to introduce Darren Johnson. Darren Johnson serves as the City of Nampa Parks and Recreation Director. Darren began his employment with the City of Nampa in 1994. He was actually hired to be the aquatic supervisor for the new Nampa Rec Center that was opening at the time. He then moved into the Nampa Rec Center Director position and served for 10 years as the Recreation Center Director. In 2005, he took over in his current role as Parks and Recreation Director. Darren has cast vision and leadership for this facility for 25 years, and we are honored that he continues to lead our department. Please help me welcome Darren Johnson.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate Courtney's leadership. She just does an amazing job leading this facility. She talked a little bit about the magic formula, about having a place like this in your community. And as I thought about it over the years, and as we've met with many cities who want to have a center just like the Nampa Recreation Center, I thought about it, and I think the magic formula is the citizens that we have in our community and the business partners we have in our community. So many other cities have tried to go about and put a duplicate facility in their own hometown. Even though we've given the recipe, the exact instructions on how to do it, the one thing that we're not able to do is pick up our community members and our business people and move them over to their city. Nor would we want to do that either. We love having you here, so thank you so much for your support. It means so much to us. When I first started working at the recreation center, every time I came up and walked up the sidewalk, the facility would just seem so big. And then over the years, it was just like coming to work any other day. I didn't realize that this is a world-class facility. It was one of the biggest municipal facilities in the West 25 years ago. But after you work here for a number of years, it just becomes this place that you work. And then every once in a while, there would be some out-of-town person that would come, and they'd be like, wow, this is amazing. And then it would remind me about how much of a gift it is to our city to have the Nampa Recreation Center here. But even though I know that we have a great facility, I know it's not the building that makes us successful. It's our community members, it's our business partnerships, it's our workers, and it's doing the little things each day to make a difference in people's lives. You know, just some of the things that we do that are little are smiling at a customer as they come in through the door. There's some people that don't get that anywhere else but here. We're able to see the face on a child that has learned to swim, seeing that expression when they finally get it, celebrating the children as they make a basket here on a basketball hoop that's probably right behind you, covered with balloons that you can't see today. We're having kids come in through the door and they run around going bananas because they're just so excited. They can't calm down because they just want to get to the swimming pool or the racquetball courts or the climbing wall. Those are the kind of things that make this job so fulfilling. We've seen bumps and bruises throughout the years. We've put band-aids over people's knees. We've even taken a few people to the hospital. We know some of the things have risks, that there's risks in life, and that's just part of having fun, is getting the bumps and bruises. And so, even though we have this great facility, I really think that we need to keep continuing to enjoy those little things that we see each day. Courtney talked a lot about the four founders that were part of this building. And, you know, recognizing all of the people, I know all of the people that were mentioned here today, and I can't imagine the risk that they were taking building such a big facility like this. Because you can imagine not everybody thought this was a good idea at the time. It took risk because what happens if it doesn't succeed like we hoped it would? And we're here today knowing that 25 years later that it has succeeded. And so certainly we show our appreciation to the former leadership of Nampa. But I also want to talk about our current leadership. And I want to recognize not only our current leadership today, but all the council members that have been and the mayors that have been here in the last 25 years. Many of them are good friends. I'm looking at Martin Thorne out there, who was a council member. He has swam over 3,200 miles in the swimming pool today. That's just amazing. He brings his children or his grandchildren, so it's intergenerational. He's bringing his grandchildren to the recreation center today. And I could mention so many stories because I'm looking at so many friends out in the audience today that I could share a special story. But so we appreciate the council all along the way. But right now we want to have a special thank you for our current mayor and council. If they did not continue to support our efforts in providing a healthy community, providing this place that means so much to so many people of all different age groups, we just couldn't be successful without their encouragement. And so if you're here when I call you, please stand up. Mayor David Quinn, Councilman Bruce Dodd, Councilman Randy Haverfield, Councilman Sandy Levi, Councilman Rick Honovo, Councilman Daryl Bruner, and Councilman Victor Rodriguez. So thank you to our current council. And at this time, I will give it back to Jennifer, and she will lead us through the rest of the program.
Thanks, Darren. Yes, certainly our leadership is very important for our city, and we are very honored to have Mayor Kling here today. Thank you, Mayor, for coming out to share with us in this celebration, and it is my great honor to introduce to you Mayor Kling.
Good afternoon. You know what the best thing about being mayor is that I get to be a cheerleader. And I am so proud of this team. Good job, guys. And all of the employees here. So with the employees, the current employees that are working here, that are in this room, I know a bunch are working. Would you guys stand? Wow. Thank you. You know what? You're amazing. Thank you for carrying on the tradition. You know what I think of is what I think of in this room are memories of my kids and my great-kids. And you guys all have those same stories. Because I remember sitting here for hours when my kids were younger, playing basketball and gymnastics, and then my grandkids. And then more recently, grandkids taking swimming. The older grandkids are out of gymnastics now. But you know what? There's been a tradition, and a whole bunch of families in our community have a tradition that they have great memories that have taken place through their lives of their kids and their grandkids and walking through these doors. And you know, it's only possible because we've had leaders of vision. I love it when the city of Nampa is at the forefront in the entire Treasure Valley of the state of Idaho, and we were that with this facility. But it took some guts from some people that were willing to say, let's go for it, right? I am so proud of our community. It took the early vision, the council members from the day, our current leadership, but the current servants, which are sitting right here, and those of you in the room that are here serving people every day, because you're the ones that are making memories and dreams come true. You think about a child, let's think about gymnastics that learns to do their first round off back handspring, right? Or that climbs the wall, right? Or whatever they do that builds their self-esteem. And we all know how important sports are because it's building this self-esteem. These are our future leaders that need to feel proud about who they are. And you guys are making it possible. So I just want to say thank you. It's amazing. We have such an awesome community. And I am so proud to be a part of it. And actually, I was a founding member with a charter membership, but then I didn't keep it because we had that season we weren't here. And I kicked myself today. How many sitting here were charter members in the very beginning? Wow. Look at that commitment. You guys are the ones that made it possible, and it's you guys that had the vision to say, we're in. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for making a difference, and I also want to say thank you for your continued support of the Senior Center. That plays a very, very important role. My husband's there multiple times every week, and that also is a very important role, and we appreciate what you do. So, thank you. How about if we recognize some 25-year employees?
Yeah, so we have great staff here at the Nampa Rec Center, and we are so lucky because there are a few staff that have been here since the very beginning, so we want to honor them, and if you guys can come forward as we say your name, we have a certificate we want to give you, and Mayor Click would like to shake your hand. So first up, Tracy Boston. Thank you for 25 years, Tracy. Okay, next up, Terry Duramis. Thank you, Terry. Next, Nikolai Koche. Next, Joy Hartley. Vanessa Shaw. Cody Swander. And finally, Darren Johnson. We actually have two more employees that could not be here today, but I do want to mention their names, Anna Cardoza and Teresa Schreiner. Thank you all for your 25 years of service for the Nampa Recreation Center. Okay, so I want to once again thank our charter members. Thank you for coming out today. That is our program. I would encourage all of you to stop by the memorabilia table. We have some booklets out there with pictures of the facility when it first opened, and they're kind of fun to reminisce through. We also have some food over here, some cookies, fruit, water, so please feel free to help yourself. And finally, I want to tell you that there is an open house right now until 6 p.m. for the mayor to talk to you about Parks and Recreation and any questions that